Okay, okay, so it looks like it's about the.
It says
What
now
is that?
live on YouTube.
Okay, so it is going live on YouTube. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up so I can get another video going. And then I can tell if it's really live on YouTube, like it's saying. The proof is in the pudding. Pudding. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it is live on YouTube. All right. Now I can try to put this on.
Ooh, we live on YouTube. Yes, and guess what? YouTubers, I had to wear my quarantine outfit. I had to wear my quarantine outfit. I got my pajamas on. Mm-hmm.
Your what?
I got my pajamas.
Oh, I thought you said your panties. I was like, oh, wait.
I look, I ain't got my t-shirt and my panties on.
Got my t-shirt and my panties on.
Mm-hmm. No, I ain't got that on. I got my PJs and my PJs on. Yes. What's up, YouTubers? What y'all been up to?
All right, I'm just trying to get us a little bit of IG situation over here. Okay, because it's been a lot going on, and you know, I be doing too much. So it's about that time though. So I just turned on our IG. I hope people can kind of hear this because it's like way, but whatever. If you can't hear us on Instagram, then join us on YouTube. Okay. So we can get into it real quick. And I'm yelling across the room because that's where the audio for IG is. So I don't know if they'll be able to hear this or not, but whatever. We out here and y'all know what it is, okay?
We all
Anywho,
trying to survive.
yes.
Come on, Kennedy. Come on, there. You want to join us to YouTube? You rad? No, okay, fuck it.
So, hey everybody, you know, it's the quarantine edition part 2 of SipsTea the Show. You know, we trying it. Um, I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of actually tired of talking about COVID and quarantine and all of that. But it's like such a huge part of everything that's going on. It's kind of hard to say what's going on in the world or in your own personal life without talking about quarantine because that's what's going on. Like I wanted to bitch and complain and about something that happened at work, but it was all related to the fact that we are in quarantine and shit is just like all over the place, even when it's not. So anyway, Eb the Celeb, how you been doing?
I've been maintaining. If y'all could just see my scene right now, look, these dogs. I got these dogs. My girlfriend bought me a foot massager. It's a foot massager spa, and I got these dogs. I wish I could figure out how to turn the camera around, but you can't. How you turn the camera around?
Um, so I don't know.
Okay, maybe you can't do that. Maybe.
Oh, you know what? Where your video is down there in the bottom left-hand corner, I think that you can choose right there where it says stop video. If you push the arrow, it will ask you rear camera or front camera. Yep. So thank you for yep. Okay, yes, foot bath. Oh, you know what? You got a nice girlfriend.
Yeah, y'all, that's the situation, and it's real. I gotta sit my feet.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the situation right now. And when I come home, I have to soak these nines because these motherfuckers
yeah.
be these joints be hurting. So that's my mode right
They
now.
be like,
They be
your
barking.
dogs be barking.
These dogs be barking.
Yeah.
Yes, so these dogs be barking. So that's my mode right now. But shout out to everybody, like Jim the Twin said, shout out to everything that's going on right now. We want to keep the world in our prayers. We want to keep, oh, it stopped. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Turn it back
Oh,
on.
now she got to readjust her foot bath. Listen,
Y'all don't understand.
SipsTea to nothing. Eat right.
Yeah.
But Eb, you haven't told them why your feet are hurting so bad right now.
Oh my God. So you guys, once again, shout out to everybody who is, handling the COVID situation, just taking it one day, taking it every day at a time. I want to shout those people out. I want to shout out, the state of the world right now. I want to shout out people who have been, exposed to COVID-19 or tested positive for COVID-19. I want to pray for those people. And then I also want to pray for the people who are on the front line, those essential employees who are exposing themselves every single day, what we like to call as our heroes. I want to, shout those people out who are still having to report to duty, active duty, or just regular duty, just because your job is essential. Case in point, why I have to soak my feet, because my job is essential. I do work in the hospitality industry where, right now we're running on limited service. There's very few employees, so we're pulling all duties. And one of the duties that I've been gifted with is janitorial services, housekeeping, and I've been cleaning rooms, and I've been doing laundry and front desk and all different kinds of things, but just looking at it as a blessing because I still do have a job, and having an opportunity to learn more about the hospitality industry and the hotel industry as a whole. So, but with that being said, I do have to readjust my daily activities in the evening, being that my girlfriend bought me this foot massager and it came right on time. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, so that kind of is a good segue into things that are different. Like even like your whole routine has to change. Your whole routine of because Eb the celeb, like to be honest, we know that you used to come in here running. Like it's always work, work, work. And now it's still work, work, work. It's just actually work, work, work harder and work, work, work in a different way. And I think everybody can recognize, even those of us fortunate enough to telework and still be bringing in the same income or whatever, you realize that your work, work, work is different. And it's so different. It's like doing a whole different job. And so that's taking a whole lot of mental energy to adjust to the changes that are happening in that, in that respect. So we all are just in a situation where just things are different, and they're all we're actually all experiencing a level of trauma together right now, and it's just manifesting differently everybody. So even myself, like I literally had a semi breakdown, I guess. I don't know what it was, but I've been dealing with a little bit of stuff because life stuff is still happening and COVID, you know what I mean? But I had literally like just I lost track of the days of the week. I missed the meeting. I just literally forgot some work shit that I was supposed to do. And then now I have a supervisor who's calling me and asking me questions. And like I'm kind of flipping out because it's kind of not me, number one, to forget these things. But number two, I'm like, I need the space in our lives right now to just fuck up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like just the space.
I think now, I think now is that time where, nothing is normal, right? So with everything
Right,
that you said, I think there has to be a level of compassion and a level of understanding where, okay, like you're sitting, and I don't know that experience of, hold on, guys, I'm just trying to readjust. but I don't know that experience of sitting at home. So I can only imagine where you're seeing the same thing every single day, right? You're not having interactions with people.
Absolutely.
So you're going to lose sight of your normal day-to-day, your normal day-to-day routines because everything is the same. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
now a lot of jobs where people, even myself, I'm not gonna lie, like at one point, I was like, damn, I wish I could work from home. But then I thought about it, like, what does that look like? As
Right.
people, as humans, we are designed to interact with people,
Yeah.
not virtually, but physically. So,
Absolutely.
and I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, could I really work from home 7 days, 5 days a week, 80 hours every 2 weeks and not interact with anyone? And I thought about it. I'm like, wow, that
Yeah.
has to be tough,
And
because
there's another thing about working from home that I find is that because we are working from home, number one, and then you have to stay home because there's, literally
it's open.
nothing's open. There's not like you from home and then there's a happy hour
Yeah.
because some of us work from home anyway. You know what I mean? We're used to working from home before this, but it's still very, very different because number one, the processes that people are carrying out to do work from home stuff is completely different. So you're learning new things that way. But then also you're literally in the same place all the time, which also means that now your home space is your complete and total workspace as well as your life space. And you never turn the work off. For me, at least, it's difficult to actually turn the work off because you're sitting there in the same environment where shit needs to get done. You know what I mean? Things still need to get done. Now, if it was, regular work, I would say, you know what? I'll leave that. I'll be at the office tomorrow. I'm damn sure not about to open this computer and do some more work for work, but it brings into play like productivity. You just want to get done. You're sitting there with the same computer and the same supplies and things like that. So it's like, when does work stop? And you literally have to create your own schedule and stick to your own schedule because if not, it never stops. It never stops. So then you drive yourself crazy because now you're an accidental workaholic on top of the fact that you're not having the human interactions or the physical interactions and things like that. Thank God for Zoom, but then also people are tired of Zoom. We're tired of like electronically accessing each other. Some of us. And then I think, how we talk about health and wellness and things like that. I know that it brings to mind that we have to find other things to do. So it's been a task and a challenge. It's a blessing and a curse, okay? Because the blessing is if you can find some things to do, which I'm sure we all have plenty, but if you find some things to do to keep your mind occupied that you wouldn't be able to do ordinarily, you actually end up, in a good place and can accept this as just where we are and accept it as a good thing that's happening to you because this be up in God's plan some kind of way, and whatever he's sending our way, how do we accept it and how do we move on with it? So
And look, and don't get quarantine fat. That's what it is. Don't get quarantine.
girl,
You know, you sit there,
we are
you
not
like that,
packing on quarantine pants.
but you know what? This summer shot anyway. So if you put on an extra pound or two, it's okay, honey, because this summer is shot. But don't sit up in there. Like I've been having to tell myself that because I'm like, I ain't about to sit here and get all fat and shit, because you know how you get ready in January, you're like, oh, I got to get my body right. And then all this shit start to happen. And then you're like, fuck it. You depressed. You like, fuck it. I can't go nowhere, no way. Don't get quarantine fat. Don't do it.
Right. Quarantine
You're
will
gonna be
add
mad in
extra pounds. Like,
but you
it
can't
can go either way though. It can go either way. You can either like put on a rack of quarantine pounds or get into like taking off the pounds because quarantine is like I found yes, like I'm actually trying to get my little groove on, exercise, change the diet, and do things that I wouldn't be able to do because I was moving too damn fast. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to tell myself, give yourself some celebrity lifestyle right now. They always got time to go to the gym. The gym ain't open, but I can still work out a little bit. you know, focus on what I'm actually eating and things like that. So yes, because that is a real ass thing, and I'm not here for it. I am not here for it.
And
June
also what
baby
I'm not
right
here.
here.
Also what I'm
Huh?
not here for too is some quarantine babies that's about to pop up. What's this month? This month is
Girl.
May. So in what 7 3? So my what's 12? 5. This is 5. So we got 7 more months in this year, and it's 7 plus 5. So it's 5. So what is this? So May of next year. Not no babies are born in 9 months. Okay, wait a minute. So February of next year, we're gonna have a baby boom 2021. They're gonna be the quarantine babies. And also
There's
what
a lot of babies. Right.
I was gonna say, also what I'm not here for is all these goddamn challenges. Challenge this, challenge that. I'm sorry.
Listen, but if people ain't challenging themselves, what else they gonna do?
I guess I'm not here for all these goddamn challenges neither. That's another thing. I'm like, if I see another damn challenge, I'm a challenge you not to challenge. That's it. I'm
But
challenging
are they?
not to
But
challenge.
it ain't the same challenge though.
Girl, they got so many different challenges. It's not even funny. They are making up days and making up challenges at this point. Like it's crazy. Right now, I'm challenging myself to go in on these ribs that I just put at my girlfriend just put on the grill. I'm challenging myself to go in on these ribs. Like shit,
Oh,
challenge.
hold on. When she put the ribs on the grill though?
Girl, she put them on the grill. They've been smoking for 2 hours, girl. Yes. Put the ribs
Oh,
on.
like, but we might have to cut this short, and I'll be at the
I'm trying
go.
to tell you. You
Listen, all y'all gotta do is pop my shit outside. What they call it?
nah,
Personless delivery. Personless
grab and go.
delivery.
Yes, a grab and go. And look, here's another thing though, too. On the flip side,
Contactless.
because you ain't got to worry about your summer body, this is a time you can't eat what the fuck you want because ain't nobody gonna see your ass no fucking way. So if you want to eat
Well,
ribs on a Wednesday, you can eat ribs on a Wednesday and not give a fuck about a Thursday.
well, I've been cutting some meat out, but for some ribs that was smoked, first of all, I don't feel like pork is real meat. I feel like bacon and ribs are something else. Okay. So when I say that I'm not eating meat and I'm not eating pork, I don't mean bacon or
Ribs.
ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you guys have an extra rib, I do know where you stay or whatever. I can come and have contactless delivery. Y'all can just slide my shit out the dough, just one good rib. But
You know I
yeah,
got you,
we
girl.
we are definitely in a whole new situation right now. And I'm so conscious because yes, summer's canceled and everything, but I am not with the shits because my
Your
birthday is in
birthday.
June.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I can't have no extras from quarantine for my birthday. I owe that to myself. Like fuck that. I owe that to myself. Like I'm not doing
You gotta
it.
hit the streets. You hitting the streets on June 17th.
Look, I'm on June 17th. I'm going to fucking Walmart. That's gonna be my shit. I'm going to Walmart.
Wally
Okay.
World.
Yes.
Wally.
So if y'all want to meet me and socially distant, I can let you know which Walmart I'll be going to. And, you could just be there and I could be there. And, we could just kind of pass each other with masks and say, happy birthday, that kind of thing. But speaking of babies, so people are pregnant right now and you can't see
Pregnant
I mean,
and having babies.
you
Both.
can, huh?
I said
You
pregnant
can
and
do like,
babies.
yeah, but yeah, and that's crazy because they're not letting everybody into the delivery room. They're not letting, well, I don't know about the delivery room, but I know that they're not letting people like, you can't go with your girlfriend to doctor's appointments and shit like that. Like right now, everything is different. So all of those moments that you wanted to share with somebody because you was pregnant is like a no.
Yes.
There's like you and your stomach are allowed in here, but nobody else. You know, that kind of thing is going on. So shit is all topsy turvy.
I'm
But
just
let's talk about.
I'm just
Hmm,
ready to see what the new normal is gonna be like with the fact that like delivering babies and like is this going to be what it's going to be for the remainder of life? Like
right.
how are they gonna like when you really think about what's actually going on, like how are they actually gonna get a handle on this thing? Can they actually get a handle on this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that's going to never go away. So in that respect, you're like, okay, this is never gonna go away. Next, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I just
So I think people are like kind of watching us on YouTube. I mean on Instagram. So guys, if you're there, hey, we've missed you guys. Click the link in the bio and join us on our YouTube channel because we are broadcasting this live on YouTube. You probably can't hear, so join us, yes, because the shit is real right now.
then also look at my eyebrows. Like I'm fucked up.
Girl, we all woofing out.
Like I
Oh,
no,
that is another thing. If you
I'm fucked up.
listen,
Shit. I'm just looking at myself like for real, all these
this
guys
has
Zoom
been
calls. Limit them Zoom calls when you
your
just
time to learn to do some shit to yourself.
yeah. I need to learn.
Right.
Yes, I need to learn to do. Like I have been retwisting my hair, but I can't be doing too many Zoom calls looking like this. Because guess what? This is going to be some evidence, and then we're like, oh, remember who was going through quarantine in 2020? Yes, girl, bet you was looking fucked up. Like I can't be having. Like I can't be.
Right. This shit is preserved. Okay.
We gotta limit this shit, okay? Like I'm in my whole fucking pajamas. Got my feet on my
This
side.
time, listen, that was your choice. That was your choice. You decided to show up in your PJs.
I did. PJs with no bra, titties just out. PJs with no
But you
bra.
know what? You used to come in the studio with your damn titties out, like, and put them on the table, and put them on the table.
Fuck it. I'm cool. Fuck it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
See, but it's not too far from what you was already doing though, because you would come in the
so you say I've been practicing to be in quarantine for some
exactly. You know, you came in that studio with your bra off, and
titties
put them shits on the table and kept it moving. Whole show.
Mm-hmm.
The whole show. So
in other news, guys, we just got to keep everybody updated. Y'all know my baby is out of jail. Tekashi.
I was about to say that is not your baby.
Oh yeah, that's by Puerto. Let's see, Puerto Rican. Then what is Tekashi?
Girl,
what's his race?
I have colors, but that is too much for me.
Spanish speaking country, yeah, wherever that is. But however, y'all know he is out. How he got out, I care not to know. But however, he's out making music, selling merch. He's like, bitch, y'all missed me. Oh, you're mad. I'm back. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I hope he learned his lesson, but of course he did not. But guess what? He locked away, snitch, and everything against him. He still comes out breaking records. There's something to be said about Tekashi 6ix9ine through the COVID-19. Okay, is he something to?
Well, something to be said about everybody right now, pushing shit out and still like.
Through the COVID.
I really feel like, yeah, but people are different now because they like. There's nothing else to do but to pay attention to your ass. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any people are like reaching and grabbing and hoping for some other shit. So if you still coming out with some drama and controversy and stuff like that, like they're with the shit. So I'm not surprised. Yeah. Like you just came out the whole jail. Like, of course, I'm gonna tune in and see what the fuck is going on with you. Like, does it look like you got fucked in the butt? Did you come out like you know, like what
Shit, I need to hit his doctor up. Shit, because when I had that look, shit, I need a few implants going on in my mouth. I need to hit his doc. He came out with some new teeth. Mm-hmm.
I can't, and I'm not really tuning in much to any one thing. I don't think. Like I saw his video, and
Gubba.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm oversaturated with social media in the first place because there's literally, again, if we can't go places, what is it? Challenges, it's the, social media in general.
It's the live concerts, it's Boozy, Tory Lanez, it's PJ.
Okay, live concerts though.
Yeah,
Live concerts though.
free concerts.
But Erica and my girl Jill though.
Yeah. They did that. Look, I ain't watched the shit, but guess what? Ebony, my girlfriend, she watched the shit and she was up there. She had it playing.
Yes.
I thought she was at a real damn concert for 5.2. I said, bitch, where you at?
I mean, okay, so I think that some people thought it was going to be like, if you hadn't tuned into the verses, little challenges and stuff like that, then you thought that it was going to be like them doing like kind of a live concert. And more so, it wasn't. More so, it was them playing their music in a like, this is what you, this is what I did, this and this. But between Erica and Jill, it was so much love and weirdness, of course, that it was just nice. Number one, you know how we always talk about women empowering each other and motivating each other and pouring into each other. Those two ladies already had a history, you know what I mean? And they were both, I think, so influential to us in general. Like, you could hardly not watch. And Jill with her girl, hey Jill, if you watch this, baby girl, Jill, okay,
Jill's sexy.
yeah, Jill, like, she's just somebody you want to hug and squeeze on, you know what I'm saying, and see what's going on. And she probably just gonna smile and be like, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Like, girl, if you get any more humble. But anyway, yes, but two beautiful women doing their little, because I have been literally hearing about all the versus battles before that, and I was just like, I watched the spoofs about them. I watched all of this stuff, and I was just like, okay, I get it, but I'm not really necessarily here for it. But I had to tune into Erica and Jill for sure. Like, that was my shit.
I heard it was definitely dope. I definitely heard that it was dope. I mean, I think that through this quarantine, this COVID-19 time, it's definitely an opportunity for people to do. I mean, other than just doing the obvious, it's an opportunity for people to really get to know themselves, get to know one another, get closer with their family, get closer with their partners. Like, I think, especially like for me in this time, like, even though I'm going to work and everything every day, me and my significant other have definitely gotten closer in this time. So I think, it forces you to jump out of who you normally are on an everyday basis and get exposed to something different, whether it's good or bad. Because they say that this time is either going to bring a lot of people together or going to separate a lot of people. The divorce rate, I heard, definitely up. I will also say that the pulling people over has definitely gone up too, because I got a goddamn ticket at 6:30 in the goddamn morning with the state trooper needs to be asleep.
Really?
You goddamn right. And you know what? Honestly, I'm on the way to.
I thought they were leaving people alone.
No, it went up. Like, they've been pulling over. What was it, Tuesday? I was on my way to work and I saw 3 state troopers then pulled over 3 people. I'm like, God damn, we're going through a COVID-19 and y'all trying to hit people with a ticket? Sit down some goddamn where and do some real police work. Like, serious.
What did you get pulled over for?
I was speeding, trying to get to my job, my essential job for the housekeeping, and I got a ticket. I was going 81. But see, the thing about it too is I had so much on my mind that I didn't even realize I was going 81. Oh yes, sister. Yeah.
Eb the Celeb was going 81.
Exactly. I was going a whole 8-1. And I said, what the fuck? So he pulled me over and then he going, some young guy, probably like 19, not even 21. And he was like, actually, I shouldn't be saying this on live TV because I probably shouldn't be saying this. I don't want the courts to find me. So no,
Right,
I
yeah.
plead the fifth.
Okay, yes, no,
I plead the fifth.
no evidence. Don't snitch on yourself, sis. No. What happened was they thought you were going
I did ask him,
81.
"Do you have proof that I was going 81?" He said, "Ma'am, yes, it's on the, but there was a lot of cars driving. Do you have proof that my car was going 81?" Like,
Exactly.
so
Like my car doesn't go 81.
like, yeah. And then but
I
when
have character witnesses that say I don't go that fast.
he,
So
but
I
once again,
think
I
it
think
might be wrong with your machine.
yeah, but I think once again, with everything going on with the COVID and all this other stuff, it's like your mind, just like you said, you had a breakdown. Like your mind, even is just you're out of sight, out of mind right now. You're just not thinking clearly. You're just on the gut. You're just trying to figure out what's happening. What's happening around the world around us, type of situation. I know me and Ebony, we were just talking not too long ago, just about how the fact that with them reopening, and she was reading something, and I can't cite the source, but she was reading something where they were saying that the reason that, I mean, you're just hearing all these different shit, it will make a person go crazy. But she was reading something where she felt like the government decided to reopen because they realized that the COVID-19 was more prevalent in ethnic people, right? And so
Absolutely.
you hear about that,
Mhm.
and then now all of a sudden, when they found that out,
Yeah.
they want to open up everything and like not give a fuck. So like certain things like that is just, it will put your mind in just such a state of like, what do I do type of space, and then now even just, I mean, honestly, it's scary. Even going to work every day and being in the industry that I'm in, you don't know who you're coming encounter with. That shit will drive the mind crazy.
Absolutely.
You're like, okay, you as
Absolutely.
protective as you want to, but it only takes one slip up, right? Just like when you out here fucking with, you can put on a condom, but it only takes one time for that condom to break and boom, you pregnant. Like it will make the mind go fucking crazy. And I think that you will lose sight of what your natural norm. So for me, when I got that ticket, my mind was just like, I'm up at 6:30 in the morning about to go steal business, and I'm trying to figure out when you sit down and really think about what's going on around you, then you have people saying, "Oh yeah, they're reopening this and they're going to go to the beach that," and you're like, "What? Like what's going
Right.
on?" You get what I'm saying?
Like, are you ready to be around people like that?
Yeah, like
Because
said this thing was so deadly, but now all of a sudden, because you hear that it's only showing, it's more prevalent in ethnic, now everything's okay. Stop fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like this whole thing has really gotten a lot of people just out of sight, out of mind. Like whether you're working from home like
I
yourself,
mean, for sure, like if are you even thinking about like so we talk about the interaction with people and how when they're opening things up, how we feel about that because you're out there every day and it is one interaction and all of this other stuff. So what about this whole quarantine dating? People that you don't necessarily with and don't know, and then if I feel for everybody on the dating scene right now because for real, if you're taking this shit at all seriously, that's a little scary because you don't know what's going on. Like I need to know where you been, who you been with, and who they been with, and you know what I'm saying. It breaks it down to like a trust thing. Like,
but
how do I trust this comfortability in trusting situations?
but here's the thing. With that being said, I mean, these are the precautions as far as you don't know who you're dating. That we should have been taken anyway from out the gate. Like this is just
That's
back. This is just taking you back to kindergarten because guess what? Out the gate, you should be very, very aware on who you're dating and who you're sexually active with, because just not only this virus can attack the body, there's so many other viruses that can attack the body. So this is just only letting you know that, hey, it can happen like this, you know.
Yeah, but now it's so much more deeper because it doesn't even require you to have sex. Before we talk about sex, this conversation will come up with sex and sexual encounters. Now we're talking about like just being in your company could be dangerous for me. Just being in your company and me not knowing who you're keeping company with is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's someone who you're in a relationship with and you guys love each other and things like that, and God forbid something happens, okay, you know, we take care of each other, or we actually quarantine away from each other.
God forbid if I came home with something, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I came home or if I tested positive for COVID, I'm not gonna do my girlfriend no disservice or Kennedy.
Hell no.
I'm gonna quarantine my ass somewhere and get better. Because here's
but the thing is that.
But for those people who are about to start dating, look, say, hey, we're gonna. Oh, I met you on May the 13th. We'll go on our first day in 14 days. We'll meet each other in 14 days because I gotta make sure.
No, ma'am, though, because in that 14 days, now I have to trust that you ain't doing shit else.
Look, or should you?
I don't know what you're doing in those 14. How safe are you? Okay, it doesn't even have to be another person. When you leave your house, how safe are you? Do you wear your mask? Are you gloved down? Are you washing your hands to my standards? Like, it makes you like a little bit crazy if you let it. And I think sometimes that's the challenge as well, not to be crazy about it, and to live your life, but also to be aware. Because the truth of the matter is that if you are sick or are a carrier 9 times out of 10, you don't even know it before you've infected somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's even kind of, it's sneaky like that. Like, it doesn't mean that, okay, like people got allergies and shit. So you start coughing, okay, that's my allergy. It's going to take you a couple times before you like, you know what? I think I better check this out. You know what I mean? Hopefully, especially if you're one of those people that gets mild symptoms and things like that. But again, I don't really want to focus on like talking too much about the whole COVID situation. I would rather talk about like, I mean, even
but
how
no,
it's affecting.
Real quick, what you got to start doing is when you going on a date, hopefully they come out with some tests that you can buy from the CVS, Walgreens, or your local pharmacy. Or the other thing is when you go on the date, say, hey, I have a disposable thermometer. Can I take your temperature, please? I need to read you. Okay, I need to read you.
So you're going into buildings and they're asking you now a series of questions. One of those questions is, do you have a fever? What have you done, I guess, in the past 14 days? Something about 14 days. Do you have a fever? Do you have a cough and things like that? And I'm like, so they also are depending upon the honor system, because I actually had to go get an FBI check or whatever it was, right, for work. So you make an appointment to get this done. It was a clearance. Okay. So you make an appointment to get this done. You go to your appointment, and before you can go through the gates, they ask you this series of questions. Well, I know that I need this shit for my job, right? I have to, you're counting on me to be true about my shit, even though I want this clearance. You know what I'm saying? And people are using, like, you just never know when people decide, oh, you know what, this cough is not my allergies. This cough is actually probably a little bit worse than that. Like, I have to depend on you be on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? And be like truthful about your shit.
Or be one of them situations now where, you know, bitch, you know you got cough, but you afraid of coughing around everybody, so you about to choke. You be like, is everything okay?
And then you crazy. You look like you got that shit because you're not even.
Look, I be having episodes and shows at that front desk, and so now I'm so excited. I go to work. Now we have, I mean, when I tell you I'm protected, and first of all, I'm protected by the blood of Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
And the blood of the Lamb.
Look, but also we got the little glass things up, And then look, I got my mask on, and then I got another glass thing in front of me, and then I glove up, right? And every time somebody leaves that front desk, I'm wiping it down, and then I'm taking the gloves off. And so when you have, have different episodes, I don't give a fuck. I'm here quarantining. And so as soon as somebody says I'm here for 14, when I see a reservation for 14 days, welcome to the hotel. What brings you here? Okay. I'm quarantining. Have you been tested? Oh yeah, I've been tested. I tested negative. How long ago? Because what happens is you gotta know. Like you gotta.
So you guys are having to answer that at the hotel?
Girl, what? Yeah, you gotta still be obviously sensitive. You would pray that they would tell you, hey, we have been tested positive for the COVID-19. But at this point, people think they see that I promise you, it's like back in the 80s where you told somebody you had AIDS and they thought that you were deadly. You know what I'm saying? So that's the effect that maybe that might have. Like we have really heightened, which we should, the level of how serious this is, which is great. However, with that level of seriousness that we're at, it also can make people afraid to say, oh yes, I'm positive for the COVID-19. But I pray that, you know what I'm saying? They might not want to, or people who don't want to be laid off for 2 weeks and can't afford to. Are they going to say, oh, I got the COVID-19? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You got to think about all this shit. So I'm very sensitive. When I had a lady came in and she was like, yeah, I tested negative. However, I know I have a really bad flu, so I don't want anybody to come in my room. I said, and also too, ma'am, I said, I don't want to see your ID. I trust you are who you are. I don't need to see the ID.
Sure.
You put your credit card, and as soon as she left, I disinfected everything. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things where we have to make people feel comfortable saying, I have the COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? And that's the other part about this, because as soon as somebody says I got the COVID-19, I'm guilty of it too. I'm like, ooh. Or as soon as somebody say, oh, I don't feel good, my immediate thing is, you got a headache? You got a fever? Your nose running? You been sneezing? How's your throat feel? Is it scratchy? You been coughing? You got body aches? What's really good? We always prejudge the situation. We still have to, as Americans, we still have to place a level of comfortability to, if they are exposed or they potentially might be carriers of the COVID-19, they don't become silent because they don't want people to feel afraid of them. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think you got to be a little bit kind of conscious of that too. Like we have to be conscious of the fact that we might be doing that to other people. Nobody wants to. This is just, listen, I don't operate any differently than I do with you having the flu. Anybody who knows me, every celeb, girl, you get the coughing, okay? I'm not with the shits, okay?
I'm telling y'all, I had the COVID-19 in December. I don't care what nobody said, because I went to the hospital 3 times.
I'm glad when you brought that shit anywhere near me, it did not. Because I remember, hold on, people that are watching this right now, if you go back, when was it, Ed? December?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go back to our December shows, because they are reserved for posterity on YouTube, you will see a show where Eb the Celeb drug her ass up into the studio, and she was not well. I had to give her some homemade chicken soup because that's what I do when people are sick, okay? But Eb the Celeb, you said that chicken soup was the cure, right? That the chicken soup was the cure for COVID-19, for real.
Did I not start feeling better?
You did. You did. And I remember, but if you guys go back, you will actually be able to see the episode in December. It could only be 4 of them, and you can probably tell right off break which one it was when she was experiencing these symptoms. And yes, I'm sitting there like, oh my word. The coughity cough, when the coughs come, I'm just, okay, sis. Because yes, while I want you to be okay, I also want you not to be around me. I am not personally with the shit. And it's not even like just the COVID-19 thing. It's just like your germs. Like what are you doing? Are you an open mouth cougher or are you a mouth coverer? Like, what do I have to disinfect when you leave? That kind of thing. But I think attitude also makes it so sometimes people don't want to say.
They don't want to say.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I'm not even saying it's the same. It's definitely what they're saying is it's definitely worse than the flu. But my thing is, even if you are experiencing light symptoms, that's just not something that I want to go through. Just like you, Ebony, if that was even the flu, that was not fun for you. I
No.
recall it very well. That shit was not fun. The shit affected the way that you worked and where you could work and when you worked, and it was just and how
My
how you
body,
felt
it
all
affects
day
my
long.
breathing. Yeah, it affects everything.
Yeah,
I couldn't breathe. My body was hurting. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I was fucked up in the game. And so, and I
yeah,
the doctors, they couldn't tell me what, and that's the most frustrating thing when you keep going to the doctors and then the doctor can't even tell you what the hell's going on. Then they start prescribing you shit that don't got nothing to do with nothing. And then, I needed that good old Jim the Twin chicken noodle set. Chicken noodles.
chicken noodles too. Okay, which brings us to this holistic remedy type situation when we need to talk about the things that people are taking just to keep themselves well. I don't think that we should focus on so much on like we got our own cures, people. You know what I'm saying? Like we take it back to the witch doctors that are in our heritage, and they call them witch doctors because they work the shit out of some natural ass herbs, right? So even with the chicken soup, to be honest, like no lie, when this shit started going down in March, I made a batch of chicken soup and I made a batch of this other, it's cabbage soup with this similar ingredients. The biggest ingredients being garlic and onion because of their medicinal properties. Like, so I have chicken soup in my freezer and this cabbage soup in my freezer that are both loaded with garlic and onions because I figured if something were to happen to me and I were to get sick, I'm going to need this chicken soup. And I'm not going to feel like or be able to make it for myself. So I actually made the shit, put it in the freezer, and froze it so that I could have it should something, happen to me or whatever. Um, but just things like that, Eb. I know you take several medicines and things like that. Not medicines, but
Vitamins.
vitamins. Yes, vitamins. Like we getting into the zinc, we getting into vitamin E, we getting into that B12, we getting into
Vitamin C.
um
Vitamin
loading up on vitamin C will always, always, always be full because even if you are catching things, you're able to kind of fight them
C.
off.
And taking that anasia, that vitamin
Echinacea, baby.
echinacea, taking that vitamin C, taking that,
Yeah.
because that zinc fights off flu bacterials. You're like she said that, and then building up that immune system, drinking that orange juice, doing that apple cider vinegar, and just I mean,
Yeah, magnesium too. If you guys are taking things that will actually like
yes,
help to detox your body.
yes,
But I'm gonna tell y'all this. No amount of these vitamins that I take and no amount of this knowledge is making me want to kiss someone, or is it making me like to be honest, like I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable as fuck thinking about like intimate contact right now. I'm just gonna be honest and try to be transparent for a second with you guys. Like intimate shit right now. Huh?
she's speaking for herself, y'all, because I kiss mine.
Yeah, I'm sure you do because you are in a committed relationship and y'all have your whole thing. I don't have a committed relationship right now. Unfortunately, that's where well, fortunately and unfortunately, whatever, that's where I am right now. So, but even people who I would have thought about kissing right now, that's not a thing. It's like it literally takes me like mental space to think about doing this and I'm not comfortable and being having intimate interactions and not being comfortable is like not having the shit at all. So like it's canceled. That's canceled as well just because that shit feels like really really
You ain't
weird.
kissing no
Like,
ball. You ain't about to kiss no ball.
huh?
Well, you know how they
I'm
say
quarantine kissing. You know, I ain't kissing a boy. You know, I'm not kissing a boy. You know what you get right now? You get a quarantine kiss
with the mask.
with a mask. And you know what? Yes, but I was thinking, I saw all of these memes about sex, you know, and they was like, you know, you can still have sex or whatever. And the memes basically have somebody either hitting it from the back or you just have your mask on and it's the other body parts that's as opposed to you being all up in my face. So, you know, I literally wonder if that's some shit that could actually go down because I'm not with the shits and I really don't know like how soon. It's just uncomfortable. And I wonder if anybody, so you guys out there, like comment in the section, like let us know. Even if you're watching this video late or whatever, and you can take yourself back to this time when we at May, a month into quarantine and everything, people still dying all around us, supposedly. And I realize that there is a lot of conspiracy theories and things like that that says, you know, you're not gonna catch it because it's made up or whatever. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what y'all like. I'm gonna err on the side of caution, and so that also makes me like feel weird. And I miss the fact that I was in a relationship, and I probably would not be experiencing that particular thing at this time if I was in a relationship.
Look, you better come to mask up. Mask up.
I mean, but is quarantine kissing with mask that the same thing? Like, I don't know. It's just, and then I'm thinking it would take me so long to get myself like, okay, this is okay. You know, I need to be around for like 2 hours before you even try to touch me so I can see if you'll accidentally start coughing or some shit. I need to take your temperature, like you said. I need to take your temperature. I need to fill out the questionnaire. You know what I mean? I need to observe your hand washing behaviors just to see how you act when I'm not around. You know, it's just, I don't know, but I just wonder if I'm the only person out there that's feeling like, actually, no. Matter of fact, I was listening to the read with Kid Fury and Crystal. I was listening to the read the other day. I think it was last week's episode. And there was a listener letter that actually came in, and this lady said her husband worked in some kind of essential field. You know, he worked long hours. I think he may have been a doctor or in the medical field or something like that. She's like, he definitely deserves some skins. You know, he definitely deserves some sex and some good loving and all of this other stuff. But she was like, to be honest, I am so uncomfortable and so scared right now that I don't know what to do. Like, should I give him some ass or should I just continue to keep myself, you know? And so when I heard that, I was actually kind of elated because I was like, I'm not the only person feeling like this is some weird shit, because she actually was in a committed relationship, but he comes home every day and she knows that he's literally in contact every day, all day with people that are literally all have already been diagnosed. It's not even like, let me write this down. I gotta trust you. Like, I already know that you've been infected and I still have to care for you and this, that, and the other. And he's doing everything he can to keep himself safe. Of course, you know, even more so vigilant. I'm sure the doctor in the medical field, they're probably even more vigilant than we are. But she was definitely like, yeah, he deserves some ass. But I don't know if I can give him some ass. What y'all think? Because um and it was like, that's a hard decision for me. He does deserve some ass. She should probably give him a little something, something, but not at the risk of going through the shit to herself. So I don't know. I don't know, Suge. I don't know. This is definitely a different situation. It reminds me of why I wish that y'all know I'm a relationship whore. I like my relationships and I like things to be stable because I'm a Gemini and everything else in the world is all over the place. But I've been fighting that, and now I'm like, maybe I should have been in a relationship because this shit right
So
here
you
is
can
not
kiss.
cute.
So you can kiss and have sex.
Yes, and have some good loving, good quarantine loving. Like everybody talking about their quarantine bay and this, and this, and I'm, ooh, No. That will freak me out. That's what I'm saying. That freaks me out. Like there was another list that I was listening to on the read, and the girl was like, she basically had two dudes that would come and drop off dick anytime she wanted them to. And I was like, ew, like, because what they doing when they're not with you? Like, if they willing to drop off, like, this not even your joint. You know what I'm saying? These people are, they not even your joint. So you definitely ain't their joint. So no, ill. Even more so ill. Before it was ill because you out there doing too much, but now it's ill because like COVID. Like you really need to stop playing.
Well, you guys,
You ain't got shit to say because you over there boo loving
yeah,
and your
look,
little love nest.
I don't know that story. However, guys, I don't know that story at all. But you know, we definitely, because we're approaching our hour, but we definitely want to get out of here, and I want to eat my ribs. So we definitely want to. You guys, please continue to watch the show because we are returning back. And you never know when you'll see us girls, the United Sisters, on live. So just stay tuned in always. But thank you guys so much for watching. And next Wednesday, or we're gonna go on whatever day we're gonna get on here. We might do it earlier. We want to talk to live people, you know, and hear about their quarantine stories and what they learned from this. Are they doing anything? Because I know a lot of people are learning something different, doing different things. Like I know my girlfriend, she's gotten to the stock market and all this other stuff. So what are you doing in this besides, working from home or not working? What else are you doing with your time?
And what did y'all do with that stimulus money? Like how well did you put that?
You didn't donate it to us girls.
Okay.
So,
if you want to start a GoFundMe or whatever to get somebody that can work on some tech issues for us. But yes, I guess that's pretty much it. I know we are coming up on our hour but we've been working on this for even longer than that. So it's been really, 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 really real. But we encourage everyone to get proper rest during this time. Well, and so I'm going to get proper rest. I hope that Eb the Celeb gets proper rest, and that will also enable us to come back here. I mean, next week, sometime soon, that kind of thing. Everything is topsy-turvy, and we're just trying to actually make our way. So if you're watching this, thank you for tuning in to SipsTea the Show. We love you guys to life. It is Mental Health Awareness, and I hope here next week because I have like a walking challenge, walking for mental health, and I want to tell you guys about. Well, it is. It's not really a challenge. It is a walkathon kind of thing for mental health awareness, and hopefully you guys will donate if Jenna to get her steps in. Which be careful because I ain't got nothing to do but exercise. Well, that's not true, but I will definitely be getting that in to take care. Huh?
What's your goal each day for your steps?
So I'm walking from mental health awareness. I would like to, like I'm gonna up my personal thing because to be honest, with stay at home and working from teleworking and things like that, I have to literally focus on getting my steps in and stuff like that. Like today, a day I have to go outside and just like have some time for myself. And it didn't happen. I literally have been in the confines of my home all day, just working. But for mental health awareness and for this particular, cause, I'm going to get out. I think it's like 5,000 steps is everybody's goal or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to get some more information for you guys so I can give you the full tea on it. I'll probably post it to SipsTea the Show page, and maybe people donate, share it with their friends and family. And it's something for us to get. I think that one of the ways that we can connect with each other is to get involved in the same things. That's why I'm not so mad about the challenges, even though they are annoying to continue to see them. We're trying to find all kinds of ways to connect right And maybe if we can do something to connect on mental health awareness that also impacts our physical health in a positive way, maybe that'll be good too, whatever. So I will tell you guys more about that next week.
I'm definitely looking forward to the challenge. I actually track my steps every single day. On an average, I do 21,000 steps a day.
21,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my goal of 5,000 is not, that probably isn't it. So, all right, I'll check on that number. And because the whole team kind of has it's a thing, it's a whole thing. And I'll definitely get them in, you know, especially if I have some sponsors or whatever. Let's see them ribs though. You got them ribs on the tables?
Girl, look,
I thought I saw you chew. Do I see you chewing, my nigga?
No, look, I was tasting the crust.
Oh, okay. Oh, why? It's cute. It's cute. It's cool. But okay.
Picture of them ribs though.
Sure.
Ribs. Yes, I'm ready to eat them. I'm gonna let y'all know how them joints taste.
Yeah, well, you show the people. Don't show me no damn picture of ribs that I can't get, because I got that address. I can pull up. Okay.
Pull up.
Contact delivery. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Don't put no barbecue sauce on my ribs right now. Don't put no barbecue sauce on my ribs. I like to dip my rib in the barbecue sauce. Oh, you already got the sauce up?
Yeah, Suge is a ribs pro. She sauces as they cook, so it can,
really?
Like the meat.
All right, for real. I'm about to text you because I probably need a rib or two. All right, I'm about to text you, girl. Anyway.
All right, I'm about to put my phone on the charger because it's dead. That's what I went to go look for. All right, y'all.
Oh, no, that is code for I'm not getting no ribs tonight. That's understood.
Ribs. I'm looking. What did I actually do with the phone? I'm about to go. I put it on.
Y'all heard it first on SipsTea the Show. I'm not getting no ribs. It's all good. I will.
Don't believe the hype.
If y'all don't see no picture, no ribs, Jim the Twin ain't getting no ribs. DN, how y'all doing? Anyway, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Everybody stay safe, stay blessed. Be mindful, focus on yourself and some things to keep your mind off the fact that shit is all over the place right now, and be kind to yourself because nobody else is. Okay. Yeah, but that's it. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Tell them bye, Abby.
Holla back. See you next Wednesday. We over and out. Maybe next Wednesday I'll give y'all face, because right now I'm giving y'all woo. I'm looking back.
Are you gonna be in your pajamas next Wednesday or no?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be pajamas? Maybe we'll just do a theme.
I'll have a bra on.
Okay. Next time we can discuss a theme, because maybe if you in your pajamas, I'll just do my pajamas too.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna put these bad boys. Look at this. Look.
Kennedy.
Look, it's a shame.
She's giving us her ass.
It's a kiss my butt. Thank you. You want to get on the camera? She's scared. Don't be scared.
Hey, Ken. Where is she? Come on, put her on.
Say hey.
Ken. Auntie Ellie. Hey, Ken.
Say hey. Look at Auntie, cause say hey. Hey.
They have to call. Say Auntie Lily. Say hey. Kennedy. Hello. Front and center. Kennedy. Yes. Hey, boo boo.
Say hey.
She looks like she over me anyway. All right, that's fine. Kennedy made her cameo. She is now a show dog. Again. Again. All right. Take care.
Later. All right. Kels, my phone is on the charger now. Over and out.
Bye.
Bye.